There's a certain resilience, and it's commendable to think that we want to do what we can to make sure we can stay here. Sometimes I wonder whether it's just crazy. But as you say, I do have roots here, and it would take a lot to really get me to pick up and move. So yeah, we do what we can.
We are in an age of resiliency, and that we need to rebuild resiliency into our systems, the way that humans interact with the land and how the land impacts the water based on the way that humans use it. Can we eliminate the risk of harmful algal blooms forever? I can't go that far, but what we can do is reduce it and mitigate it.
The DEC has multiple programs to monitor water quality in streams and lakes through our rotating integrated basin studies program. As part of that, we have routine monitoring, long-term monitoring sites at several locations in the state, and we also do monitoring in the watershed via our WAVE program. So that monitoring data, in conjunction with things like United States Geological Survey stream gauges, weather forecasts, inform how we can measure and know what's leaving the landscape and entering our water bodies. And as part of that process, we can take all of that input data and generate water quality models for our watersheds, which are basically computer constructs of how water, materials, and weather all interact to move materials and water from the watersheds into the receiving lakes.
Have an example of a ditch remediation project. You can see there's a lot of sediment in the material in the water here. So what AULA helps fund in this cost-sharing effort is the monies we raise are used to pay for the riprap as well as the hydroseeding that we will do.
A hydroseed is a slurry of material with actual seed that is sprayed onto the ditch and allows then vegetation to grow, then in the future holds the soil where it belongs.
We will be hydroseeding at the end after we get all the gabion stone and stone in the ditches to stop the erosion. With everything that goes on here, it'll probably take us close to a month.
In the last few years, AULA has raised over $50,000 in this matching grant program that we have with the county. And as we look at the projects that we have helped fund, there's been more than 14 miles of ditch remediation within the watershed.
Hemlocks are throughout upstate New York, and they play a critical role shading the water and holding the soil in place. In the last 30 years, an invasive pest called the hemlock woolly adelgid has been invading all of our hemlock trees with a very high mortality rate. In a few years, that'll almost all certainly be dead trees. There's a hemlock initiative program down at Cornell University at Ithaca, and with their expertise, we learned all about this infestation. The longer-term solution is to grow predator bugs in this area that feed on just the adelgid. Across the 10-year program that we've committed to do is to save as many of these watershed critical hemlocks as we can.
The Finger Lakes Land Trust is a nonprofit organization that works cooperatively with landowners and local communities to conserve those lands that are really define the character of the region. And increasingly, we're also involved in protecting water.
This stream over my shoulder here was suffering extreme erosion because how the watershed of the stream had been changed over time. And each year, tons and tons of topsoil were being eroded into the lake, carrying nutrients with them. So we partnered with the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service and essentially rebuild this small stream, raise the bed of the stream, and then using natural materials, log and rock, carefully place them to lead off the energy that was eroding all this soil and instead start to channel it into a more natural, sinuous pattern. And we're pleased because not only are we dealing with erosion here and addressing that issue, we're doing it in a way that provides and restores that natural habitat.
We are making a positive impact. We need to protect the quality of the lake for our drinking water source, and it is the economic base of our community. Our mission is to restore and protect